Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I've got a great rack. I've got a bingo. I've got tendons, but do I have something with the blank not as an S? Any other tile would be better because the S is most useful for opponent. Tenand, I think, is good. Or is it just end note? I think it's both. Oh, wow. And I draw the second blank. This is a fantastic start. So, could there be a bingo here? I think it's unlikely. Oh, wow, an opponent bingos. Conjugate is a 9-letter play. And the opponent did, well, they had an S. I feel there could be something here. But maybe it's just A-E-O-U-J reminding me of Cable Jew. Let me just look through the alphabet and see if anything jumps to mind. Not seeing anything so far. Log juice, almost. So that's conjugate as a 9. Well, I'm not seeing anything. So how can I get rid of the J? I could play Jun, J-U-N here. Slightly vowel heavy rack leave. Can I do anything better? Well, what about judo? Just getting rid of that one extra vowel for a small sacrifice in points, or indeed the same number of points. That's only 28. Let me just pause. Do I have a double-double through this N? Nope. Okay, I'm going with judo for 28. Wow, and I draw 2 S's plus a duplicate A. So, what do I have here? I have Assegai. Does that play anywhere? Oh, wow, and another bingo from opponent. I was thinking what a tremendous start I had with both blanks, but I'm 50 points behind. And Jun would not have blocked that bingo from opponent. I think ethanoic, well, it may or may not take an M in front. Now, what do I have here? Gases is another 7. Wow, wide open board. But limited lanes. So I have savages. Sticking an S in the middle of row O. What would be better? Well, a play in column 8 ending with an N. So that could end man. Not seeing anything there. A 7 in column 3 would open up row A. What about a play through the floaters in tourneys? And there's a double-double lane in row K with these 2 N's. Not seeing anything through them. What about just through a solitary N or indeed an R, sticking an S on the end of judo? So I have assegai and judos, but that puts an I in the middle of column 15. Do I have anything beginning grass? Well, what about grassage? For 79. Not good. So, not seeing anything with the Y, the E. Well, there could be something through the E. Not seeing it. And what about a play in column 11? Do I have anything ending AS? It will just score more than savages. But AS far less likely than an ES ending. I'm going to have a quick squiz. See if anything comes to mind. 14 minutes on my clock. That is assegai. Magassa is good. Or not. Passage. Well, the P's are blank, so that scores less than savages. That's avgasses. Assuage. Okay, well, this may not be best, but I am going with savages for 66. And the bingo run ends for me. His opponent about to lay down a third back-to-back bingo. And, well, 2 hotspots at the bottom of the board, the bottom row, but also row N with a big tile tripled and then getting doubled. I have Kenaf in that spot. I also have Kenaf in column 3 and FE. Great, just 33 points. Opponent slows down. Oh, I thought Kenaf still played, but NM not good. And I've got 4 big tiles, so I'd like to play off certainly 2 of them, preferably 3. Quite a few of my big tiles do make a 2-letter word ending in I, but I can't stretch the play to the double word square. So this is what I'm thinking of. Kenaf for 41. Not a great keep, but column 4 should be quite useful for getting rid of these tiles. Plus, both of my tiles can go above the eye of ageism. I'm going with this. And, well, I have a lead. That's good. I don't... Ooh, and an H can go above the M. Oh, so close to behind, but I don't have an N. And opponent does triple back-to-back bingo. Oh, with the intersection of ageism. So I trail. I don't have a bingo. I don't have a 3-letter play ending in H. What about a play in column 4? Oh, I do have a 3-letter play, not ending in H, but I have hip for 31 points. Rack leaves just about okay. Can I do any better? No S's to come, but quite a few O's, and Opar is good. And a C still to come for CHE, plus I'm sweetening the pot for column 4. So can I do any better? I'm looking in column 4. KI is good, but I'm not seeing anything. And neither of my I don't have a tile for going next to the R, so parallel plays in columns 11 and 13, not available. I do have blip on my rack, nowhere for that. Well, I am going with hip. It doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel terrible either. 31 points. And I was taking out a hot Z spot. Now, I do draw another vowel, which does go above the M. Do 48 for opponent, wow. Okay, so BEA, DEA, not seeing a way of getting that tripled. I trail by 60 points, wow. If I'd kept my P, I would have had few. Can't see how to get value out of the M. I have glim and glam, but I'd really like to do something about B double D. So I could play bilged, but that is taking out floaters. And I trail. However, it turns over tiles, increasing the likelihood of drawing a C or an O. And opponent maybe tempted to play in row A. So this rack is pretty junky, and this sorts it out. Bilged for 22. Wow, not a good pick at all. Very unbalanced rack. I have a C for chew. So I have talc and chew. I trail by 40. I may be able to catch opponent without bingoing, but he needs to slow down. Or she. 35 points for opponent. M, not useful for me, so I'm just going to leave that alone. So what to do here? No S's or blanks to come. So a play like crawl is pretty useless. Bingos beginning O aren't particularly common. You can see how the words have spread out over the board, so it's hard to open a new lane. And there's not much point in turning over a lot of tiles because there are no blanks or S's to draw. I do want to play the W, it's non-bingo-y. Thew takes a Y. So I've got door here. I think playing off the T, 3 consonants better than 4. This is 30 points, which is good. I'm not really blocking any bingo lanes apart from 9-letter bingo lanes. I'm going with this. And only one vowel, so not good. Still 19 tiles to come. Let me count the vowels. 13 out of 26, so still a lot of vowels to come. Verb would sort this rack out. Not seeing anywhere for that. Still no 5-letter play available. 39 points for opponent. A is a useful floater. Still no O for opar. So how can I sort this rack out? and leave the A of riser alone because that is the best floater. 16 tiles to come, 7 minutes on my clock. I have verbal through that A, but I'd like to keep it available. Interesting. I could play Rabble if I had an A, which I don't. I've got Brave. Only one R to come, and I've got an R. Let me see what this looks like. 20 points, 304. Just about within a bingo's reach of opponent. But surely that is not best. 6 minutes on my clock. I don't have a tile to go to the left of this U. What about a play in column 3? Ina not good. So I'm struggling with vowels. Nothing through this M. Do I have anything with the B? I have beer. Still a Y to come, and I don't have it. 5 minutes on my clock. What about this? 12 points keeping C and V. That's not good. Yeah, B, V, and C are pretty dreadful. I certainly want to get rid of 2 of them, which Brave achieves. And I'm running short on time, so I am going with this. Well, I draw the Q with the U, which is good, but they really benefit from more vowels. So I've got quad, which stays available. 7 tiles in the bag. I could change. Should I change? I've got quad and quit. Maybe keep QU. Can I score off the Y? Thuey is good. I have the R for brave, for braver, and then the Y for bravery. Wow, this is just a tricky position to be in. 4 minutes on my clock. I'm, well, best part of 100 points behind. Hopelessly non-bingo Iraq. But I don't think I can turn down 34 points. Yep, I'm going with this. Great, I draw the X. EX is good. I've got Axe, AXE. In row N for over 50 points. Is opponent going to sacrifice points to take out the A of riser? That would be interesting. Any other hot X spots? Great. Opponent, well, pretty much does that. Only 21 points. 1 tile in the bag. Okay, so I think this game is lost. So this is what I'm thinking. I have Axe for 54. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything better than this. Rack leave is horrendous. But I am going with this. And I draw another consonant. I'm not going out in 1. 31 points for opponent, that's nice. Opponent probably going out next turn. So I can play Carney for 20. Can I do better than that? What about a YU play? What does Yen score? 24. No, I think Carney is better, taking into account count back for opponents. Two minutes on my clock. Is there anything better? Oh, well, let me consider this bravery spot. If I had a B, I could play barony. Let me see what Oni scores. 31 points. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. Is there really no play through the A, which ends Oni? No, I'm going with this. And, well, I didn't check to see if opponent's gone out, but they do have an out somewhere. And the final score, 423 for me, 469 for opponent, a winning margin of 46 points, so well done to opponent. Let's see what I missed. Wow, what a game. Such a good start, and how it changed. So this looked really good. I had the blank, and a ton of bingos. Yeah, all scoring 68, and I found one scoring 66. Now, opponent's rack doesn't look that great, but does work well with an O. Tourney's the only bingo, so a great spot. My rack, no bingo here. And I played judo for 28, keeping AEG blank. Only 4 more points on offer, and a worse rack leave, so judo looks fine. Another fantastic spot by opponent, Ethanoic for 76. And now I trail, but I have this blank. J9. Wow, nothing better than these plays hooking judo, one of which I saw was Assegai. Yeah, and I was concerned about putting a tile in the middle of column 15, but of course Savages does precisely that in row O, so, and with and scoring 12 points less, so yeah, row J plays would have been better. Opponent's rack, no bingo, plays ageism. Now, I play Kenaf for 41. Only 2 more points on offer. But keeping a vowel, J3. J3, Fank. Yeah, that's quite nice. Now, opponent's rack, and another bingo, erasure. 3 of their first 4 plays have been bingos, so I'm on the ropes already. I play hip for 31, J3, another parallel play to Ethanoic, Hild available. Yeah, build slightly better than BIP, BMP non-synergetic. And helipad L6. Very nice, keeping the best rack leave of all with a small sacrifice in points. Now opponent running into a little bit of trouble with these eyes, but plays meow for 48 points, keeping all of them. Oh wow, missed bingo. B6 through the N, ING plays. I didn't consider that column. Oh wow, well that could well have made a big difference. 78 points would have given me a lead. Wow, this just looked such a non-bingo rack. So what do? I play bilge, just getting rid of the junk for 22. And not many more points available. except with the missed bingo. And opponent sitting here with 3 I's and 2 O's. Gosh. So they play foot for 35. I have this horror show. I play Dort for 30, I3, Claw playable, making CH, that's nice. Opponent up to 4 I's, plays Riser. This was a really tricky rack because I needed a bingo to come back into the game. L10, all of these plays are through the A. I didn't want to obstruct the A of Riser. Yeah, Brave looks fine. It doesn't obstruct the A too much and is basically the same play as all these other plays. Opponent plays Motile, and now 7 tiles in the bag. I need a bingo. This isn't a bingo-y rack. J13, query through the E. That's nice. What do? I play quad for 34. Wow, look at the remaining vowels. Just A and O. And I only have a U, so this is from opponent's perspective, though. This is from my perspective. Yeah, maybe query would have been a better play, getting rid of 2 more consonants. But opponent's sitting here with the vowels, plays irid. I play axe for 54. Opponent plays Evo, which is a nice spot of the hook for irid. And I play Oni for 31. And I didn't notice where opponent went out. D6, Piet, and also D15, Pieta. So they go out with Piet, which was a nice spot. And that was the end of the game. So just 40 points in it at the end, but I was really out of the game and playing catch up and needing a bingo on a board and with racks, which really weren't promising at all. The key moment of the game, of course, missing Bladding. I didn't really notice this N as a bingo-y floater, and of course particularly useful because of ING plays. And that may well have made a difference, as opponent was sitting with 3 I's at the time. So you shouldn't just blame your luck or the tiles or opponent's skill when you lose. Quite often there are plays where you could have done better, and that was the case in this game. Anyway, many congratulations to opponent on their victory. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.